Hey, well, good morning, Coal Canyon Coyotes. Welcome to our Friday Flag video. Whether you're a student or a staff member, we so appreciate you tuning in each week. We hope our pre-recorded video features are interesting and helpful information to you as a Coal Canyon student or honored staff member. Also, keep collecting those hero tickets out there on campus because you could win a fun prize for your class or your grade level. Let's begin our Friday Flag with the Pledge of Allegiance, shall we? Please stand. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Hey guys and girls, thank you for being patient as we get the new accelerated reader program going. It used to be Reading Counts, now it's AR or accelerated reader. You hear that a lot. Passports are coming your way, and with the cutoff dates and the fun events listed that we have planned for this year. This year, if you are making your AR points, we have 4 fun activities during the year. So we added one for the year, for this school year. Bingo is our first one, ice cream, then super recess, and a barbecue in the park. So that rounds it out. So follow your teacher's lead and read some more. Then take those AR quizzes. I know you can do it. You won't want to miss out. Now here we have Mr. Z for the birthdays. Here we go. Take it away. Thank you, Mr. Schott. Good morning, students and staff. Guess what? It's that time of the month where we get to celebrate all of those students and staff who have birthdays, this time in August and September. So let's give them a big cheer. Happy birthday! We hope that your day is filled with fun, that cake, and of course, most of all, those wonderful memories. So just wanted to remind you that you make our school a better place just by being you. So as a whole school, let's wave our hands and celebrate happy birthday to all of our birthday friends. Remember, birthdays are a time to celebrate how amazing you are every single moment. So happy birthday from the bottom of our hearts. Now it's time for Mrs. Lane and some student expectations.
Good morning, Coyotes, and happy Friday. Today's important message for you is all about being kind to our friends and our classmates. Kindness is like a superpower. When you're kind to others, you make the world a better place. It is very simple to make others happy. A simple smile or a compliment can brighten someone else's day. When you show kindness, it spreads happiness, and being kind can help you to make new friends, and it strengthens the bonds with those that you already have. Friends who are kind to each other support one another, and they have fun together. When everyone is kind, it creates a safe and welcoming atmosphere at school. And you can help to make your classroom a happy place where everyone feels included. By showing kindness, others are inspired to do the same. You can be a role model for your classmates, and together we can all create a chain reaction of kindness. So let's all be heroes of kindness and make our school the best place that it can be. Keep spreading it, helping each other, and together we'll make our school an even more fantastic place to learn and grow.
Today we're going to show you how to play wall ball.
First, the ball must be served within the court. Number 2, if you hit the ball and it hits the line, it's actually in. Number 3, the server gets 2 tries to make a good serve.
Traders are only allowed after the first round.
If you're in any disagreements, use rock, paper, scissors to resolve them. Only the judge makes the final call.
These are the rules for wall ball, so please don't make up any new rules because it's not fun.
Lane. Hello, student staff. As you all know, every Friday Flag, we get to recognize those students in all the grade levels who have earned that hero shout out from his or her teacher. That means we're celebrating the students who are helpful, encouraging, respectful, and outstanding. So let's get started. In kindergarten, Miss Amprud's class, Elle. In Mrs. Gorton's class, Mary. In first grade, Mrs. Moritz class, Oliver. Mrs. Stringer's class, Harper J. Mrs. Cron's class, Henry. Mrs. Espinosa's class, Cannon. And in Mrs. Schott's class, Luca. In second grade, in Mrs. Manzela's class, Olivia. In Mrs. Gonzalez's class, Violet. In Mrs. Silva's class, Benjamin. In Mrs. Tree's class, Alina. Mrs. Garrity's class, Maximus. And in Mrs. Pacey's class, Blaze. In Mrs. Hess's class, for third grade, we have Cameron P. In Mrs. Levin's class, we have Zek. In Mrs. Tope's class, we have Maya. We have in Mrs. De Leon's class, Elias. In Mrs. Hewitt's class, Victoria. In Mrs. Hartley's class, Danica. And in Mrs. Welch's class, Wyatt. Moving on to fourth grade, in Mrs. Trujillo's class, we have Hudson. In Mr. Pacey's class, we have Xavier and Finn. In Mrs. Ariana's class, we have Aubrey. In Mrs. Calviel Murray's class, we have Analia. And in Mr. Gable's class, big congratulations to Cassidy. And moving on to fifth grade, we have in Mrs. Greenstein's class, Cruz. Mrs. Miranda's class, Eden. Mrs. Schroeder's class, Reagan. Mrs. Bethke's class, Pierce. And last but not least, in Mrs. Murray's class, big congratulations to Tegan. Congratulations to all the students who earned that weekly shout out. Remember, those names are going to be entered in that monthly drawing for that class prize at the live Friday Flag Assembly. So make sure you'll be there. It will be on Wednesday. It's funny we're calling it a Friday Flag. It's going to be a Wednesday one, but it's a very special one. It's Patriot Day. It's September 11th. So let's go ahead and take it back to Mr. Shaw to close us out. Yeah, thank you, team. Hey, we're also proud of your efforts to be heroes on this campus and in the classroom. We hope these Friday Flag videos encourage you to make good choices, model that appropriate behavior at all times, and be part of a dynamic community of learners. Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you back on Monday, or Tuesday, actually. We'll see you on Tuesday.